Ah, there he is, Charles. Oh, yeah.
Hey, folks, Ben here, Trev there, Charles75N right up there. It's a Sunday night hanging right here on a Sunday and everything. Woohoo!
How about that, huh?
How about that indeed? Head rush to me. Oof. Yeah, I'm going to blame that. not the pre-show prep that just happened. We'll go to roll call here momentarily. People are rolling in. This is going to be a bunch of fun tonight, folks. If you're new, hit that subscribe button so you can participate in the chat. Hit the like. If we hit 30 likes, then all of a sudden YouTube's like, this is worth watching, and then they promote a fella.
What's going on over there?
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, we hit 80 viewers last week with Brian from Searching for Tone. We should be able to hit 1,000,003 with Charles. I'm not saying Charles is that much better than Brian. I am, actually. Sorry, Brian.
Oh, God.
No. He's like, wow. Wow. He's like,
there are a bunch of people saying hello in the chat. I just want to say thank you very much and hello back to you.
Yeah. We got Zach Thong first in the chat, maybe. He'll pop in early, leave a comment, then disappear and then take a nap or something. I don't know. Well, Rob Blackmore officials here. No Devil's Horns or Alien heads anymore. I don't know. He cleaned out the tickle trunk, I guess. There's Zach Thong back, though. There's Unfucking Believable. L-Bar J. Great to see Lee. He's back from hospital. Good.
There you go.
Jim's here. He's building an amp. His own spec. Better than anything on the market, I'm sure. Billy Baloney, a stupid number, who may be back from vacation. Don't know. Could currently be on vacation. What's better than hanging out in Florida in winter? Watching us while hanging out in Florida in winter.
Why not?
Yeah. We're the a la carte to your vacation, folks. We're not. Terry's 3Gs is here. That's Gibson, Gretches, and Guilds. Oh, my. Matt McCullum's here. He's going to be coming on next Sunday.
That's a show.
But he used to be McCullum Music. I guess he's not as musical anymore. Well, we'll find out. Ooh, teaser. Cliffhanger even. Offbeat Bass Gear. That's Dark Rob. You can tell by the way that he is. Let's talk about you off air there, Rob. You're week on, week off. You're coming back to work tomorrow strong. You got a lot of work. Anything happened while I was gone last week?
Lots of stuff to do.
There's Randy Crooks. Great to see you. He's happy to see the band back together, at least briefly. True that. Who else? There's Earl. What's up, Earl? Hip Metal Works. Great to see Hip.
Yep.
Warritos Mandarin Orange is the performance-enhancing beverage tonight. Shiner Bach. Imagine that. Charles with his Shiner Bach. It leads for that pontification I've seen.
Hey, the fella.
William De Silva's here. What's up, Glass Man?
Yeah.
There's Brian from Searching for Tone. It's a quick search. He was here before we actually started. Well, I tried to help him last weweek. He says, don't help. Every time I help, his wallet gets thinner. Charles is well aware.
You have that effect on people.
I do have that effect. I have, I always say I got Murphy Lab taste and glary budget. Wayne McConnell's here.
Hello.
Wayne. Papa Blue. Time Surfing Alien. Look at that.
All
got to
favorite.
get Charles on and Time Surfing Alien. It was up just like that. Jeff K is here.
Hey, Jeff.
He's not Martian. He's not a Murray. But he's here anyways. Martian Murray's here.
But he is a college graduate.
That's right.
Ooh, fancy. Blackjack guitar. Arf, Riverside. The Riverside is new. I think that's because he lives in Windsor, which is next to the Detroit River. Blue Mox says, what in Sam hell's going on here? All right, easy there, Yosemite Sam.
Yeah.
I realized, he says a lot like Foghorn Leghorn. Could be because same voice for everybody. I don't know. Greasy Monkey Guitars is here.
Greasy.
How do you do the likes from a cell phone? I think you have to hide the chat briefly, and that gives you the option to hit the like, and then you bring the chat back.
Yes, exactly. You have to close the chat, and then you can give the thumbs up.
Steve, Riser. Steve's here.
That guy.
Steve's here. Awan is here. What's up? Welcome.
Go on.
I think I said that correct. Is that you, Mark Tapper? I think it is.
There he is.
Hi to everybody. Great to see Mark. Lee says, "Oh my God, the hospital is crazy, but I know. When aren't they? First of all, sounds like you went to the mental one and not the physical one." He was in for surgery, and the only surgery I recall they do at those kind of facilities is lobotomies. You smiling a lot, Lee? When you look in the mirror, is there a big grin? You don't know why? I think we all know now.
Oh my.
Hey, it's Ronnie.
Cheers, Graphite.
Hey.
Great to see Graphite. There it is. Marjorie, can I get a shout out? I'm a college graduate now.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, no, that's all full. Yeah, I just set off my tinnitus with the pitch of that one. Congrats, my friend. That's I can't make that claim. The closest I ever got to going to college is I hung out at a bar on campus for a while.
It's the same experience.
The student bar, which, they never checked for student ID. They checked your regular ID to make sure you're old enough to get in, but didn't bother checking to see if you were a student.
That part wasn't important as long as you had money.
Rob says, should be a really quiet Monday, not a lot going on, actually. Well, less now. It's more after-action reports. There's Rob. Yes,
there he is.
Who else we got here? R2R3 locking nut. What?
Whoa!
Look out. And Jimmy Biter. What's up? I think they carpooled over from the OU2 crew.
I think they did.
Right? Nothing wrong with that.
Maybe.
Eston Ray's here.
I know.
Great to see Eston.
We'll go there.
Oh no, I'm late for the return. Well, yeah.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah. Ben is helping me subsidize Lawrence. I am. I don't even get a cut. That's the worst part. You think I would, but he's like, nah.
Yeah, finder's fee something.
Right? What's up, Bo? Great to see Guitar Man 45 in the house.
Oh.
Just realized we got Funk 49. Oh, no, now down to Funk 48. Predecessor. Which wasn't that great. You know how you know it's not that great? Because they made number 49.
Oh.
If it was great, there wouldn't have been. There's Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
And Morial. Papa Blue. Oh, apparently next we're going to talk about Matt's pill addiction. Oh, who knew?
Oh, that'll get you going for a while.
Tubes? Like 12AX7s and EL34s and stuff? Like, well, it depends, right? If the heart's problem, you need a new power section. So,
Yeah.
EL34s. He said, put in some KT88s and buy us some hot.
It makes sense. He was having trouble with his power tube. And...
Right. I have. Wow. Michael Krause going dark, Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact, Ratchet was Michael Krause's school nurse. I know you're here, Zach.
Hey, bro.
Oh, it's lovely sister Amanda.
Well, there you go. Hello, Amanda.
Geez, I'm scrolling. It was her name right next to Marsha Murray, and I swear I read Mandy Murray. I'm like, who's that new name in the chat? And I'm like, nope, not a new name in the chat. New figment of my imagination, apparently.
it's funny because I'm dyslexic. So when I was doing my show, if I was doing it live, I really had to pay close attention to what the chat really said.
Yeah, Big Sure. Like the 90s, that was the thing. I was telling the guys there the other night when I tried to pick a fight with a member of the band Glue Leg. And Charles is like, I remember you in the past. You were skinny as fuck. Easy, Charles. I was trying to pick a fight with the keyboard player, which, as you know, anybody can beat up a keyboard player, except a fellow keyboard player. They always just slap to a draw. What? Ryan Hall's here, y'all.
Oh, there, Ryan Hall.
Hey, Ryan.
I thought Ryan Hall had a video out not too long ago.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Daniels tune.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which, weirdly enough, Charles, somehow YouTube decided to not promote it to me. However, they promoted 4 other videos of Charlie doing the song. And I didn't know why. I'm like, why am I getting all this long-haired white boy feed? Like, I am one, but turns out...
So, what are you trying to tell me, YouTube?
Right. There's Jason. Great to see you here.
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
You still in Wisconsin, or you made the move east? A leave only. Yeah, don't even know it. There's Munch. Munch has been putting up videos on the resurrection of his Ampeg V4.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Hello there, Munch.
Jack Collins is here too.
Hey, Jack.
Yes, my niece, her stepdaughter, is currently at the Megadeth concert in Ottawa. I have some other friends that were posting that. My buddy that has all the Jacksons for sale, I told you about last week there, Trev. He's like, thanks to our friend Doug for dragging me out to the Megadeth show tonight. I was like, nice, because straight from Kingston up, that's not too bad a drive. So seeing a bunch of photos. And we're just going to also mention, Charles,
Yes, sir.
Mackenzie's boyfriend. It's his birthday, I believe, tomorrow. Okay,
Oh.
so technically during this road trip, because it's the better part of a 3-hour drive each way. So Nima's parents, being the cool parents they are, and, teenagers, long driving, not good, let's be honest. They rented a van. So the parents are driving the kids up to the concert and dropping them off, which that then turned to Mackenzie and her boyfriend, and now 4 of their friends, I believe, are going as well. So he's like, so you got an awesome group of like 6 of you going. 6 people at a concert. That's stories for life if you do it the right way. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Amanda, as a parent, but if they do it the right way, she knows. If they do it the right way, they'll have stories for life. Or not remember a thing. It could go either way. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. They're gonna, drop them off, pick them up after, come home. Oh yeah, be home around 3 or 4 in the morning. Yep, perfect, awesome.
Hey, my niece hurts here.
55 watching. Marcel LeBlanc.
Marcel.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Also, Moriel area. There's Knees. Knees checked out the Monday show on replay because the man likes his V's, and so do I.
Here you go. So what happened on YouTube while I was gone? Because now everybody has numbers after their names.
Because it switched from our screen names to handles. Remember when they offered those handle things a couple years ago? If you didn't bother making yours custom, it defaulted to your name. Basically, your screen name with 4 numbers after it. So that's... There we go. First question of the night answered. Oh, yes, our brother Chris. And Chris is in our thoughts.
Thank you, sir.
It's a rough time of year for Chris.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Still up on the Wisconsin-Illinois border for the moment. He's a leap year baby. He didn't get a birthday this year. Oh, so he's a pirate. Fun fact. Those born on February 29th are natural-born pirates.
Oh, there you go.
I think I learned that in the Baron von Munchausen movie, that was a fucked up movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the thing was you get indentured for X amount of birthdays, but since you only have a birthday every 4 years, it's basically a lifetime of servitude. Something, I don't know. I think I'm getting there. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. We got 53 people. 2 people heard their name and they're gone. That's nice. So a Reverend V is an acceptable V. 2 humbuckers, not the cool 3 P91. The cool 3 P91 was actually the first V I ever played in my life. And that was we stopped in a local bar in town to see some buddies play. My girlfriend was friends with the drummer. I knew him as well, but more her friend. But I knew the guitar player. And I walked in and I seen this guy play a black flying V with 3 P90s in it. I'm like, what the fuck is that piece of awesomeness?
I was surprised that we didn't have
want to try it? I'm like, yes. The problem is trying to try a piece of gear, though, that's in a bar through an amp, and everyone's like, oh, is the band playing? No, it's just a nipplehead noodling.
Oh, my.
Wednesday is Marcel's birthday.
Well, there you go. Happy birthday on Wednesday to Marcel.
Look at that. Just like old times, Charles. 15 minutes to do roll call. Sound familiar? Yep.
Yeah.
Sad part is, at least you got distracted with screaming goats and stuff. I don't even have an excuse.
Well, Michael Crawford, the guy's asking 700 for that Reverend.
Oh, lots of people played V's. I think all the Mount Blues guys that played V's. And it's a blues machine, if you want it to be. Richard Shanahan also claimed dibs on the pickups if I don't like them. He's like, since you like your super hot pickups, you'll probably be wanting to replace those. So I call dibs on them. I'm like, no. He's like, no? I was like, no. He said, why? I said, well, I got Wolfgangs and stuff with the hot pickups for that thing. I'm good. That's good to know, sis. Matt says, isn't it Cush's birthday? I don't know. He's not here to verify or deny that. It's possible.
You might just be out enjoying it.
Welcome to March, by the way. And I should say, folks are like, hey, we're members and patrons. They're like, where's the video? Letting us know what's up. Basically saying Charles is coming on, and then I hum and haw for 5 minutes walking around the yard. Well, first of all, there's still snow on the ground. And second of all, I got to go into a certain music store to shoot some videos tomorrow, so I thought I would do my little video there instead.
Why not? Yeah.
While walking around the store. So then people are going to be like, why is that guy walking around talking to himself with a selfie stick, saying a fella this and a fella... What fella is he talking about? He keeps talking about this fella. A fella this, a fella that.
No way.
Yeah. But also be getting my Lenny Kravitz on with the V too.
Why not?
Lee says, one good thing, I hope to have quit smoking. Well, just don't start again, hopefully. Yeah. I recommend every time you crave a cigarette, smoke weed. That's what I did.
That's one way.
Probably get me fired pretty quick.
Definitely get me fired.
Well, if you're going out to your van to have a smoke, Trev, depends on what you smoke. Bo says we got like 4 inches of snow last night. We got some overnight too, but fortunately, because the fellow cop his asphalt driveway clean, it all melted off, even though it was -9. And I'm like, well, don't have to do anything. Ooh, we're hitting warm next weekend. Spring's coming, Trev. A high of 14.
Nice. That's what we had today and yesterday. Clear.
Yeah, Lee says I had THC break too. Well, I know. That's good. Chris asks, has a fella made progress on fabric tops, plural?
A fella is wrapping up Ed's guitar and getting ready to start working on the Poison Telecaster for Charles Green. There is a Warlock that has fresh clear on it. Just saying.
I got gas. That's okay. And not the musical instrument kind either. Chris has played the sister today. It's amazing. Until you ruined the pickup configuration.
Yeah. His is prettier than mine, I'm just saying.
Right. That's because you cared more when it's for a customer or a family member. Same thing. Yes. I should mention any tips to the virtual tip jar will be going towards groceries this month because someone decided to buy a V. Oh, I thought I had heard about this. And
No.
I am very sorry to hear that, Michael B.
Sorry to hear that, Michael.
Damn.
You have me in my heart.
Yep.
Have me
All the
no,
good
have
vibes.
you in my heart. That's it. I will send you the link for the post show tomorrow night. If you want to hang, cool. If you don't, that's perfectly all right as well. You know?
Yeah,
So-
condolences, Mike.
Yes. Condolences, my friend. In there, unfortunately. You know, Phyllis spent over an hour the other day looking for drill bits, Charles, and I was really missing my dad because he'd know exactly where the fuck they were.
You would have made sure you put them back where they belong, too.
No. Because the man never, his big thing was we generally had a pickup truck
Mm-hmm.
broken down in the yard that had a cap on it, which became a catch-all tool chest. So it was always toolboxes full of my fucking tools. My tools were never in the 6-foot toolbox. Do you know why, Charles? Because apparently I used to play with his tools and lost a bunch of them when I was 4 and 5 years old. So that apparently carries through adulthood when I kept buying tools and he would just, leave them out.
Doug's wife is real.
There's nothing worse than reaching for a tool and it's not where it's supposed to be.
No.
And, I get on my son when he uses my tools and then don't put them back. But then I went looking for one today, knowing full well that I was the one that did not put it back.
Right. Yeah.
Was it easier just to have everything in triplicate?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't. First of all, I couldn't find my finishing saw to cut a piece of wood, so I ended up using a different saw to do that, which I didn't want to use. And then when I was looking for the drill bits, I found the fucking saw I was looking for the day before. Of course. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Billy
Sounds
says I
about
have
right.
like 5 or 6 toolboxes. Yeah, and I remember Mark Taft, Charles. I was relating to him how he spends a lot of time over here, and I was relating how he spent over an hour looking for the drill bits. You know what he mentioned?
Mm-hmm.
Did you look in the big toolbox in the garage? That was the first place he recommended I check. I'm like, you mean the 6-foot tall red one? No, I never thought to look there, Mark. It was literally the first place I went. Which I did find another exact same container that didn't have the ones in there. And so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mark Taft. Randy Price in the house, folks.
Oh, hello there, Randy Price.
Cheers, brother.
But no, after my adventures today, I will be putting all the tools back where they belong because it was inexcusable how long it took me to find what I needed.
Yeah. I'm missing a lot of stuff. I realized lately I'm missing a lot of stuff that I didn't realize was missing from the move or something. I don't know. Especially when we're going through my album collection. I'm missing vinyl. I'm missing cassettes. I'm missing CDs. Every time I realize I'm missing something, I immediately blame my ex for it.
I was gonna say.
I think one should. Shaking my fist in the general direction of town because I don't know where she lives in town, but I know she lives in that fucking town. So I just shake my fist towards the town in general. Yeah. Ooh, Monk's talking schematics.
Uh-oh.
Tube issue. Oh, yeah. Munch there trolling me good there at the last Buffalo meeting, Charles. Shows up with a fucking tube tester.
If anybody would have one.
Him and Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mistakenly got rid of mine in high school because I'm like, what do I need a tube tester for? Tubes are obsolete. I'm going solid state for everything.
Well, Munch has everything, and keep in mind, he moved it all on hand trucks.
I know. At least I had a Mark Taft to help.
Yeah. Impressive fella.
Old guys rule. We do. We know everything. Just ask a young person, because we really like to just pontificate towards them. So, yeah. And now we play with tubes, and I miss having a tube tester, which actually I need to borrow. My buddy's pretty sure he's got a girlfriend here in town, so he drives by fairly often. I know, because every once in a while he's like, he goes, for God's sakes, put a pirate flag up on that flagpole. Because I got the flagpole in the yard.
Oh,
He's wanted me to put a pirate flag up for years. I'm like, I'm not putting Jolly Roger up. He's like, come on! He even offered to buy it once. I'll buy it. You fly it. I'm like, no.
I don't know. It would fit. It would definitely fit.
And thanks again, everyone that took part in the poll last week. I knew the demographic, Charles. I don't know if you saw the poll last Monday's show or the Flashback Friday of the bucket of just randomness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did a poll. Do you want to see more videos like that? One voted no. Almost unanimous. Yes. I'm like, yeah. I know.
That is our crowd for sure.
Yeah. I found a box of random. And I when I'm looking for the drill bits, I found a couple of things like, ooh, I should pull it. I'm like, no, leave that stuff in there. That's a video. It was so random.
Mm-hmm.
So Randy Crooks is asking, any new gear, Charles?
There is absolutely no new gear that has showed up here. When a fella took a break, a fella took a break.
Surely.
Besides, I've got more than enough right now. Doesn't mean I haven't been looking.
Window shopping.
I did, Glenn. Well, it's part of stimulate the algorithm. When you do a thing like a poll, it acts like having a bunch of more comments. Like the faster the chat moves, more likely you're going to have more people show up because, again, YouTube thinks it's very active, so they'll promote it more.
I start recommending you. Yeah.
That's why a lot of times I'll just say, hey, do you want to see this? Press 1 in the chat, so we get a bunch of or you do that. Hey, where's everybody tuning in from tonight? That's good. John Shane in the house. What's up, brother John?
Brother John.
Oh, hello there.
I was hoping Charles would say no new gear, then pull out a White Falcon. I would have a heart attack because that means Charles picked up a White Falcon for $350.
Yeah, pretty much.
Steve Brand. What's up, Steve?
Hey, man.
All the cool kids are coming out. See what
No,
happens.
A fellow was a little overwhelmed between work and YouTube and family, and there's just a lot of stuff going on, and I had to start up and figure out what was important.
We weren't important, folks.
No, it's not that it wasn't that it wasn't important. It's how much could I really do, right?
Well, I'd say family first, and you have to take care of your job to take care of the family, so that ties in. So hours in the day, and yeah.
Well, yeah, and I was literally running from one thing to another. It was.
I know. I remember watching more than one Guitar Safari where you were turning in from the car because you weren't even home yet. Which is funny because the boy had to start the show because your co-host wasn't bright enough to hit go live. So that's not here to defend himself. So I'm just saying it right now.
Stuff happens.
Right? And you from the car is still reading the chat better than he was without the car because, well, you could read it and see it. I think if someone refused to wear spectacles during live streams, it's okay. You can poke yourself in the eyeballs and put the little lenses in there.
Hmm.
What have you been looking at, Charles? Wow, that's a easy.
There's no secret. A fella has been looking at Cadillac Green 6120s and just not willing to pull the trigger on the prices.
Jim's asking, so are you going to be on YouTube more now?
You'll start seeing. You're going to start seeing in March a bunch of fabric topping videos as we go along. It'll be I kind of thought about what I could do and what I really have the bandwidth to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I see, what are the things that I can actually add value to the community, right?
Yep.
And that's what I do and I do well. So you'll see. My only plans right now is that you'll see a bunch of fabric top videos, and there'll be more work, and you'll see more of that. I don't have any plans to do any live streams,
Right.
other than ones I'm maybe invited on.
I was going to say, yes. You have an open invite here, of course, for various Sundays. And if a fellow wants to pop in and get Scarred for Life on an album cover or two, and wants to be part of that panel, a fellow can send him a link. Just saying.
There you go. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I honestly really have missed everybody in doing everything. I've been watching a lot of things behind the scenes. I've been lurking.
Mm-hmm. You saw the Jerry Lawler album.
Yeah.
The King sings. Wow, Elvis Presley, not that King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe,
I saw that. Nice. Happy birthday.
That sounds like a plan.
Some smooth ass tequila for $25. Or
Yeah.
one or the other. I'm going to go glass half full and say it was half full of quality tequila. I don't know if I've ever had quality tequila. I'm more of a bottom shelf tequila guy.
It's good. Top shelf is good.
Like, I think it's really whether you go top shelf, bottom shelf, it really depends on what you're doing with it. If you're making a margarita,
Yeah, it doesn't
bottom
matter.
shelf is just fine.
Exactly. Adequate. I like second from the bottom shelf, so I don't feel quite
Yes.
not total peasant life. Ooh, Don Julio, 1942.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that makes sense.
that is nice.
Excellent crowd here. Please hit the like if you haven't already. Helps a fella out. Algorithms. I'll be back tomorrow night with Connects with Guitars. Giving away some channel memberships because it's a new month. Speaking of which, this coming Saturday will be our next Water Buffalo meeting for channel members and patrons. Charles, maybe grace us. Just saying. And I can throw you on the bus because it's been a good year since you've been at a Water Buffalo meeting for any length of time. Damn near.
Maybe not quite a year, but we're getting there.
Right. I seem to be the last one. I can only stay for a few minutes before the wife comes to get me, but that was over an hour into the meeting. We're like, well, we got an hour out of them. Not that we have any problem with Dark Rob hosting. It's just we miss your face palms, to be honest with you. That's where it originated. Usually, mostly with Bo whipping out, yeah, here's a conversation ender. Boop.
Yeah. Bo can change everything in a heartbeat, for sure.
Yeah, Bo should have picked up his V by now. Plus, he was going to look at an item as Destroyer.
Nice.
He was talking about it last Monday. But I don't know. Let's see what he says. He's not too busy. I got all these girlfriends now, and yeah, we know.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, you mean this Falcon? Oh. That's just teasing. It's like, I really want to call up Marty over at Motor City Guitars and go, okay, here's the deal. You got to give Bo a little bit of a hard time. Push this on him. Why? Pure spite. He's like, got it. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Tequila plus Taco Bell equals chocolate squirties? No, I never had that problem. No. Taco Bell never. It's usually the sheer volume of alcohol prior to the late night Taco Bell. All that.
Yeah.
It's the belly full of draft beer that leads.
The reason why you're eating the Taco Bell.
That's how I know it was a cheap night out, because it was draft beer all night, cheap draft beer, and then Taco Bell to top it off. Yeah. Then you feel all kinds of wrong the next day. Taco Bell does not serve Don Julio. Well, they serve a guy named Don Julio. You know, he goes, I like this and this and this.
Oh my. Oh my.
That is funny though. Yeah. Randy, the extra sauce packet said to Quentin James, "Oh, Taco Bell be too spicy." Although I do remember asking for extra ketchup for Quentin fucking James, In-N-Out Burger. Well, JJ did technically. And then the woman looked at me like I was Quentin fucking James. So I'm like, "Oh no, lady, I am not Quentin fucking." Why is the glue not hold together in this fucking joint, you bastard? You have one fucking job.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, it didn't hold together at all. You cunt waffle. You went to the Big Apple for the first time, Zach says. And you're like, what's the Big Apple? Not New York City, Charles. It's literally this giant-ass apple they built next to the highway. This is still known as, although it shouldn't be, Apple Country, because it used to be all apple orchards around here.
Mm-hmm.
So they built this big apple, which you make it even more Canadian. Inside, because it was hollow, there's an observation window up top. But inside housed a mini Hockey Hall of Fame type thing.
Of course it did.
By, what was his name? Scott McFarland, I want to say. The guy who invented Peter Puck in the 70s, Trev. Remember Peter Puck on Hockey Night Canada, little lesson things?
Yep.
He invented Peter Puck. Because I remember going up there, it was like, fuck, I want a Peter Puck sticker to put on my guitar, because that'd be kick-ass. And then we went up there, and then we found out they closed it down 6 months earlier and moved it to St. Catharines. You can ask, Ronnie. He says, can I ask why Charles is no longer doing his show? Well, he doesn't have to answer, but you can ask.
A fella doesn't have the time. He was doing too many things and running from one to another, and you know, I was just wore out.
There you go.
And yes, they do make a lot of apple pies at the Big Apple. Over 1 million apple pies have been made. They're not cheap, but they're good.
Look, kind of a captive audience. You know, you're in the Apple, you want an apple pie. So,
I'm not saying I made a few stone trips to the fucking Big Apple, because you could just buy like a slice of apple pie and a coffee type thing. It was a deal for like, I don't know, $2 or $3.50. It was like $1 for the cup of coffee, $2.50 for a slice in the 90s or something like that. My sister got it. It was like deep dish apple pie. So, you know, we may have. Of course, that might have been also time when we went up looking for the Hall of Fame that was no longer there. We're like, well, since we're here, and you know, Applebee's fucking sucks. Every single one of them. I agree. I remember we had one in town here briefly until it got shut down because apparently the kitchen manager didn't believe in expiration dates.
whoops.
Yeah,
Bad idea.
yeah. No, those are merely suggestions. No, that's a best before.
No, Chris, no new pedals here.
It's like Ryan Hall pulling the Cosmo Kramer. You got to eat before surgery, Jerry. You got to get your strength. No, he worked there.
Well, that too, Rob.
You worked there briefly for a summer or something. Could have swore. Is the kitchen at Applebee's just a bunch of microwaves? But possibly. And Ferd Burfle's here.
Hi, Ferd.
Bird, how you doing?
We're due for a Ferd hang, I was thinking, Trev.
Yeah, it's time.
Yep. So maybe if I don't hear back from that iron in the fire in a couple of weeks, we'll reach out to Ferd and Charles, watch your doorstep. May have a couple of Harley Bentons on your way.
Oh my!
Nobody wants that garbage stuff. I don't know why somebody would pay to have stuff shipped all the way from Europe when it's not worth shipping. Did I say that out loud?
I think you did.
I heard it.
I meant it. What? You know, Charles has hit top rung when he's doing, like, people are sending in their custom shop You call up Fender, you're like, I need a strap, body, and neck, right? They're like, okay, what do you finish you want? No, don't fucking finish it. I just need the body and the neck.
Well, that is nothing.
We were all thinking, yeah. Any time, perfect.
It's going to be nice doing that poison jelly for Charles Green because it is a real Fender, right? So it's like
it is. It is, and yeah, he's kind of doing I want to say almost a Kotzen-esque in a way with the hotter pickups and such, which does tie in because Richie Kotzen was a member of Poison for a period of time.
Oh yeah,
he did a lesson that taught all of us that have been in bands ever since. He broke the #1 rule: you don't fuck a band member's wife.
Whoops.
Unless she's into it. Like a threesome situation. Who knows? Hippie dance, Trev. Free love and all that. Marty has hish money. He will not talk. I agree.
I think you want that. Appreciate that.
It's paint namer. Lurking while I make dinner. See, you're not lurking now.
There you go. You outed yourself, though.
True that. Takes two to tango. I'm not even touching that, Matt. But oh. Speaking of which, you got Matt coming on next week. That'll be fun and dark, and
that'll be a good show. That'll be a good show.
Yeah, we're going to talk about.
Well, got some content been coming out lately, so.
He has. He's been doing demos.
Demos, yeah. I saw a Gretsch demo.
He did do a Gretsch demo. I saw that demo too. I'm like, here's the clean sound. I was like, here's the dirty sound. I'm like, you can't tell anymore. But then he went to a lesser, gainier, which I believe was actually he was using the Dutch. Oh, got drunk. Yeah. No, that's not a valid excuse. You're not my husband. Close enough. No. They were all gross. Yeah. I just remember watching some reality TV show where a bunch of people live together. So some celebrity thing, ex-celebrities, but it was like, what do you say? My ex would watch it, and I'd be doing something else in the room while she kind of watched it, And on a scale of 1 to 10, I was about interested on maybe a 2 level if there's a couple interesting people. And I just remember it was Cece DeVille and the singer. No, I thought the Surreal Life was the one with Hilton and Lionel Richie's daughter, Nicole Richie. I thought that was the Surreal Life. But yeah, it was like Cece DeVille and the singer from Smash Mouth. And they both literally got out of rehab that morning and took a car straight to the house where they're all staying. I went, oh, that should be fun because you can't do that because those two are going to be codependent and not in a good way. What's up, John Dodson? Good to see you.
They are not going to be a good influence on each other. Sure.
No, it wasn't. They lasted about a day or two. Like, wow, one margarita by the pool should be fine. That was the simple life. Oh, okay. So what's the Surreal Life? Okay, Randy, I was going to ask because you seem to know this a little too easy. There. But yeah, it was before he licks the joint. Make sure he's got glue side up. Yeah, and just remember and that may have been the same season or another season when Vern Troyer was on, and he had to take a leak during the night. So right now, I'm like, whoa, dude. But yeah. Anyways, back to Charles.
Oh, who's that?
It's okay. Creator of Monsters.
Yeah. He's motoring through, isn't he?
That too, yeah. the Poison dudes. I don't know about the Motley Crue dudes. Mick Mars wasn't built like Paris. Well, he was pretty skinny, but that's more to his frailty. Vince was definitely not. Is this what the show's come to? Reality show chat? Well, we could talk about all the metalheads that did reality show or rockers from various band-based stuff. Like, let's put a super band together, which we had like Ted Nugent and Sebastian Bach and Scott Ian.
That's not going to go well.
It
I like the Tommy Lee Goes to College one. That was fun.
Or Who Wants to Date Flava Flav? Wasn't even a rocker. That was weird. I'm like, does the winner really win in this situation? Because you end up.
You talk about no-win situations. That is
right.
That is the definition of
Ozzy Osbourne's family, Gene Simmons' family, David Foster even did one for a while there.
Well, it seemed like everybody had one for a while,
right?
Yeah.
Savage Animal, was that the name of that supergroup? Oh yeah, Tony Tan was on that same season, right? Steve Hartwell, that was his name. Rest in peace, Steve. I always wanted to see some has-been Rockstar Hunger Games. Well, the problem is none of them have cardio, Rob. So there's not a lot of running.
No.
Or walking. The only one that's got cardio is Angus Young. Rockstar Supernova was pretty good. That was the one. Was that the one that was looking for the In Excess singer?
I don't know. I didn't catch a lot of these things.
Well, you're not missing a whole lot. What's up, D. White Bailey? Yeah, In Excess, I remember. And then there was another one. But again, Rockstar Supernova, that might have been another supergroup one that had Tommy Lee in it as well, I thought. I don't know. Kane Roberts from Alice Cooper might win that Hunger Games. Nah, I think he's already died from liver failure from all the steroid use in the 80s.
Oh, my.
Cheers, Dwight.
Hey.
Dwight Bailey put out some new content.
Bailey.
I don't remember what it was called, but I remember seeing it. Mick Jagger has cardio. He would just prance for hours on end. He doesn't really run. He just prances.
Or Jagger.
It would be the winner, Bruce Springsteen, because he was born to run.
Oh, God.
Wow. Yeah, I went there.
You did.
Yeah. Plus, he grew up in New Jersey, so you got a bit of toughness right there.
No turning back, yeah.
Lots of washed-up stars on that Dr. Drew rehab show. Yeah.
Danny Bonaducci.
Danny Bonaducci. Yeah. So, yeah. We went dark.
We did.
And we got up to 64 watching.
Of course.
He doesn't like a little darkness. I just heard the darkness. I believe nothing go low. Who doesn't like a little darkness?
Yeah, I was like, hello, darkness, my old friend.
See ya, Marcel.
Different way.
Au revoir.
I would like to see sort of like a battle of the network stars, but it's based off record labels. Some kind of physical events involving musicians would be quite hilarious. That would be interesting. Sort of maybe American Gladiators meets
Def Jam Records wins again.
We decided to do paintball, and wow, the gangster rappers seem to have an advantage in the urban warfare department.
I went there.
Except the Cowboys would.
Although it really puts out the posers that pretended to be the gangster rappers from the really ex-gang members that became rappers. You see the difference real quick.
Oh, yeah. That was part of it, Michael Cross, for sure. I'm still
In the morning.
I'm still getting over Joanne's not being here. Yeah.
Halftime show.
Yeah. Well, even the other fabric stores aren't as good anymore. They've all cut down what they carry, so it's a lot more online shopping to find the right fabric.
Yeah, you can hold the paintball gun sideways. Yeah. Actually, it might be more of a laser tag thing, for TV. Battle of the Bands, except they beat each other up. It was like the next. It's the Power Trio tournament, right? So it's like Triple Man Tag Team.
Feats of strength.
Right.
Yeah.
Feats of strength. Just picture a bunch of spindly ass guitar players trying to lift 412 cabs.
Right.
You move up from your cheap Marshall MG cab to at the end it's the base of
the events are like load in, load out.
The slap fight would be among keyboard players, I think, and lead singers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, lead singers. It's fencing, but jousting with mic stands. It's not as bad as the drummers putting their drumsticks together into nunchucks.
Oh.
A high kicking contest by lead singers. Oh, yeah.
And then it was thinking the same thing you were.
Right. Oh, there we are. This has gone quite sideways. Robert Smith versus Morrissey would be a fight of the century, the most slappiest slap fight ever. Just eat each other. No biting. Ooh, tossing cymbals like weapons. Nice.
Yeah, like frisbees, right?
with razor edge cymbals. Oh. Bo walked out on the band last night.
Uh-oh.
Who has the least DUIs and fastest time screwing a light bulb? I was like, it's Keith Richards versus Steven Tyler. I thought it was just going to be like just drug use contest, like an eating contest, but it's just like doing all the drugs. Keith Richards wins again!
Undefeated.
Like, he's not competitive to the point where they kick him out of the league because it's just not fair.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a heavyweight matchup this year. What is it? Keith Richards versus Ozzy Osbourne. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like the super heavyweight division. Guar fights Twisted Sister. Guar fights Kiss. Trying to kick each other with those big platform boots. Really, all you have to do is tip each other over. Whoa!
All the fake blood everywhere.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. The piles of drugs are just shaped like food. Yeah. Wonder if Keith Richards ever weighed above 130 pounds. No. Well, depends on what Les Paul he's playing.
Maybe now, because he's quit smoking and quit drinking and quit doing everything. And
yeah.
It all catches up with you when you're older.
Right. I just get a kick out of it just in the last few years that he just gave up drinking on stage. First, it was, well, I'm not going to go on stage drunk anymore.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And he's like, ooh, he goes, that's the first time I played sober since like 1957 or something. I'm like, damn.
And now I know why.
He's like, I don't like doing that. I was like, that's why. Yeah, that's why you coped for decades, Keith.
nicotine holding.
Guitar Center shoplifting challenge. Well, again, they got to lift, right? Oh, that would be the ultimate funniest, watching the lead singers actually have to carry gear. Oh no, I'll be up at the bar booking our next gig. No. Lug the gear and then book the gig. Who can do their own weight in cocaine? They start weighing. Keith Richards like, wow, I put on 5 pounds during this event. While sweating profusely. Yeah, well, this went sideways fast. We expected nothing less, though.
To see if a singer can mount a speaker or a damn stand.
Right? So true. Yes, Keith Richards looks like a zombie version if he was in the Thriller video. If he was in the video, he would need zero makeup. I don't know, Michael Krause. I don't know.
You're just watching all unfold.
Oh, that's a lot of red Lebanese.
Very delicious.
Rehab exit relay race. Have you had time to play any guitar? That's a good question, Charles.
The truth of that is not a whole lot, but I am reaching for it. I am picking it up. I am noodling a little bit, but there's not a lot of time spent on guitar lately.
Fair enough, but you are getting to play a bit here and there, which is good.
Yeah, we make sure that we keep the guild in the living room, and we pluck on it when everyone else is gone, and the Gretsch here has gotten some mileage out of it, and
Steve Howe is starting to look like Fire Marshal Bill Ferd Burfel. Like one of those people that loses weight and they just look sick when they lose the weight, as opposed to, hey, you look good and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
No. I think Steve Howe weighs about 63 pounds at this weight. He's literally just skin and bones.
That's a shame.
Ooh. You got a request in the chat.
Yeah. As far as chat with Charles, I don't have any plans to really do that unless someone reaches out and says, hey, I'll do one if you want to do it. But
don't make me reach out, because I will immediately. I'll text you right now. Hey,
I just don't see it as a regular thing. One of the things that was really getting to me was trying to book a new guest all the time.
But you also had a whole list of people to bring back that you hadn't brought back yet. I'm just throwing that out there because we got to do this again. And then they never appeared again. And it's not like when I say that to an asshole I have on and they never come back. That's how you know, folks, if they don't, or they don't respond to text messages after 5 years. Oh, by the way, Charles,
yes, you did.
When you play, I found your capo.
There you go.
Just saying. That's what they used to look like back in the olden days. Oh.
Yeah. So, but mine's in the original box.
Yeah, mine actually got used. Ooh! Although the rubber is starting to cure, so I didn't use it at this point.
I didn't have the instructions. How do you keep up with that?
Yeah. The mechanism there.
It's been used.
Ryan Hall has one of these.
It's been used.
All right.
Yeah,
I haven't used that one since we switched to this style, which is commonplace now. But I remember when these came out, my dad and me were like, "What's that?" Just clamps on. And we just knew him as one of those Nashville capos. We went in the music store together. Dad's like, you got any of those Nashville capos? And I'm like, yeah, Nashville capos. Like, easy there, sidekick, because I was still about a foot shorter, almost a foot shorter than the old man. And try to look around him. In 2 weeks, let's surprise people. No, how about you? Well, that will be a surprise because I'll be on with your brother at the same time. Why aren't anybody watching? Well, there's a better show on, Ed.
Oh, I never hear the end of that.
Well, then again, he did take your time slot.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll give back to you when you want it. You go, I want it. He goes, but I got Ben bucked.
Well, I will give him credit because, he's getting people on I couldn't get on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You couldn't get a person on. He's got him as his fucking co-host.
Yeah.
He's not here to defend himself, apparently, so I'm just throwing it out there. To the point where the one time he said in my chat, hey, yeah, send me the link. And I went, are you serious? He says, yes. I went, wow, that's a change of events. Connecticut declares war on Texas, brother against brother. We don't know is a third brother starts a gaming one and blows both out of the water for viewers.
There you go. That sounds about right.
Got a Bugera Infinium 5-watt head, but the power tube is shot. Nice. Keith Jerky. Anyone know what tube is swappable with a 12V8 7A? Jim.
Paging JP Page 2.
Right? I am not knowing that.
Paging Jim.
Keith Jerky sounds like that would be a funk band that Keith's in. And I would listen to that funk band. It's an old TV driver tube, anything from the ECC family, perhaps? Yeah, I have no idea. I think Jim fell asleep. Or he's typing.
Maybe getting his book up.
Oh, look! There we are. He's got the big book of vacuum.
There you go. He'll have an answer in about.
Well, Zach, if you'd like to come on, you've had an open invite for years, bud. Just saying. All right. I'm assuming since there's no context, I don't know what this is, but it's a live stream of some kind. What are you putting in there, Chris? What are you putting links to?
That is the episode of Chatting with Charles with Chris. This is part 2 from over a year ago. Everybody go over
since it's been out there, Randy Price says, Ben, when are we doing part 2? How about March 22nd, Randy Price? 3 weeks from tonight.
Why not?
Randy wants to come back too.
Yeah, that's what I just said to Randy. He says, when we do a part, how about the 22nd? All right, Zach. You let me know, bud. If you want to come on alone, you want to do a group hang, I'll let you choose who you want to come on with. We've had people in the past that didn't want to come on by themselves, and they're like, hey, can we have these 2 people? Yeah. There we go. We got Randy coming on the 22nd, folks.
There you go.
Ooh, all right. Munch is on it as well. He's got the other big book of vacuum tubes.
They're probably looking in the same one.
Oh, excuse me. That was all the chicken fingers and fries. Yay.
With Bo's, what is Bo meaning? What if I send one?
I don't know. I'm not sure either. I think he was texting his girlfriend, and we don't want you to send us when we're going to send her. I thought that'd get a face palm for sure.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Can you mute it?
Wave to all 58 viewers, Becca, because you're live. There you go. So next week we got Matt McCullum. Then we got a week with possibly somebody, but I don't think since he hasn't returned my text in 9 hours, I'm going to guess he's not going to. So maybe we'll have Ferd Burfel in 2 weeks.
That would be a good show. Ferd Burfel, great show.
Yeah. You don't care. No. eBay it is. Now you got to find a 12 PH7. I'm not knowing. I'm shrugging in Wisconsin's general direction. Hang on. Let's lean wester. There we go. If I just was straight up, I'm putting it out into the atmosphere, and now I'm just shrugging at aliens, which neither Time Surfing Alien nor Martian Marie appreciate particularly. Why are they shrugging at us?
Yeah.
I wonder what degree in alien technology Martian Marie got in college.
Uh-oh, Jim's weighing in.
Well, a U7 is a close equivalent, not exact, is slightly higher current. I may have one in my stash. I'll look tomorrow.
Here you go.
There we go.
Hashtag not a call.
Right up the old escarpment. I think I have a 12 AU7 kicking around as well.
I'm 100% sure I do not.
I think it's just a hotter version of an AX7. I think as the letters got sooner, they were hotter. Like an AY7 is cooler than an AX. So it'd be cool. It should be cleaner than, less overdrivey. That's what I'm saying. More overdrive. Now, Jim's just going, fuck off. Don't say that shit. It's all wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. But I think I am. Or do. It's probably when I have these talking sticks. They have me pontificate on stuff that I really shouldn't pontificate about at all. Well, the AX is much higher gain. Oh, all right. Ooh, sounds like someone's sucking up on another build. No, I think he's drunk, actually. But.
I appreciate that, Chris. I'm glad you enjoy it.
There we go. So AU is cooler. Okay, so don't put them in order. It's not like
You'll have to adhere to the Dewey Decimal System.
AU is the good reverb tube, right? Unless you want dirty reverb, then you put an AX in there. Huh.
That was a more you know moment. You know.
Oh, we got one.
That's one.
Production. As opposed to doing a bunch of this tonight.
Love it.
Yeah, dirty reverb. Why not, right?
Why not?
Could be a thing. Matt's like, on it!
Matt's buying them off eBay tonight. Changing out all.
Ah, interesting. Michael B. mentions swapped an AX with a UX. Didn't like it less game. It was good, but added too much low end.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at this. Triano Man was taken. Yep. Yep. Dropping knowledge. We're going to have to book Jim in for another show as well. Clearly, there's more knowledge to be dropped.
Apparently.
I knew you would.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty verb. There we go. Awesome. All right. CSS. Well, I'm guessing it's not Mackenzie because the concert just started.
Hope not.
Like, she's going to be walking out to Exodus right about now. I'm assuming Anthrax is second on the card, Trev.
Yeah, they may be rotating. Who knows?
They could be. Dave Mustaine is still having his pre-show nap at this point in the evening.
Show probably started at 7 though.
No, it should start at 9.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was weird on a Sunday.
Go till midnight. Rock and roll.
Yep. It's our nation's capital. Although it's not technically in. Scott's staying up for her. All right. Now, if Scott was like our dad, he'd sleep until about 2 a.m. and then get up.
And then get up.
Right.
There you go.
Must still bitching about Metallica shit.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's what you're like. But didn't you guys all kiss and make up like years ago? Bullshit! I still want to rant about it, bitches. I'm like, all right.
Well, you can make up and not be over it.
Well, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you weren't such an angry, bitchy drunk, you'd still be in the band.
He's even gonna test it.
Okay, first of all, this is why I love our community.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, this is why I shake my head at our community. So a fella can just pop into a chat,
Right.
talk about some obscure tube, and I can say that it's obscure enough because it's not a 12AX7, it's not an EL30, it's not a common one that we know about, Charles, right? And the fact that we have 2 people that know about this stuff in the chat, and like not enough. Oh, let me think on it for a minute. Nope, like on it, boom. They both have tube testers. They both have an inventory of tubes.
It's something else for sure.
Although, if anyone actually has seen a photo of our good friend Munch here, you'd say that guy owns a tube tester.
Yeah, for sure. I bet you he's got a backup one too.
Well, it's the portable one. It looks like a little briefcase, and then you open it up, and it's a fucking tube tester. I'm like, oh man, yeah, it was awesome. I was so jealous. Maybe one of our moderators could put a link to Munch's channel in the chat, and a few of you could go and give Munch a little sub.
Well, Amanda's gone, so that leaves me or Chris.
Terry was here.
I haven't seen him.
He was here at the early, but he probably
Early
dipped
on, yeah.
because he's like, I don't want to talk about this. Ooh.
Mine's Charles is a mod. I'm just thinking. I'm on it.
Let's make the guest do it. Yeah.
I'm on it. I gotta scroll here to Munch's channel.
Mike Gross says, I have a portable oscilloscope. If only I knew how to use it. I know how to use it.
Oh my.
So 1 year for science class, we phoned it in, Charles. We so phoned it in. Because of my class schedule, I was carrying a guitar to class most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so the science project was literally, because I had electronics class and then science and then lunchtime jams. So we did electronics class, right? Me and a buddy that were both in the same, we weren't lab partners in electronics class. However, we borrowed an oscilloscope to take to science class, which was next, where we were lab partners.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled out the output cable, plugged it in, and we showed how the waves are shorter with higher pitched notes and lower notes are a longer wave. And they're like, oh, that's great. And blah, you guys, blah, 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 blah. I was like, and my buddy's just like, really? That's what we're going to do? I'm like, why not? And then he was going to go back to the shop to have lunch out because we'd eat in the shop half the time anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So he was going to take the oscilloscope back anyway. So it was like win-win. And it was like, I can't believe we got away with that as a science project. I'm like, dude, science, just because we already knew about it, that just made it easy. You got to do more shit like that often. I'm like, You don't do shit projects like you already know about the subject? He goes, no, because then you got to learn something. Like, if you want to work. He's like, wow, you were really phoning it in. I'm like, I'm not planning on going to college. And I didn't, except to go to the bar to pick fights with the keyboard player from Glue Leg.
Priorities, yeah.
I was up at SFU last week. I'm going back to college next week, 4 days in a row.
Yeah. Science, bitches! Exactly, Irv. Yep. But that was it was one of the fancy digital stuff.
Hey,
We only had a couple of them. Eddie! Good to see you. I suppose the analog ones, which were more upright, looked like a computer tower with a little fucking round screen on it where your CD drive would be. Looked like something straight out of Doctor Who.
This is good.
Ooh.
Right on, William.
Flame representation of sound waves through a giant tube, plus it was a pipe. Nice. Multi-use. Love it.
That's one way to sell it.
Exactly, Matt. You know, you just do stuff. You don't have to learn anything. Just do it. Much like, and it sucked because I couldn't source out all the parts. Was like, I want to say it was final electronics project in grade 12. You had to basically build a functional circuit of some kind. I'm like, all right. And we call it the Big Book of Schematics. It was just a binder with a bunch of printouts of schematics that our teacher had collected over the years. And I'm going through, Charles, and all of a sudden I went, guitar effects pedal, chorus, vibrato, and I think it had a phaser in it. It was like 3 pedals in one.
Oh, my.
And I went, oh?
Muzzle.
Because at that time, we could only get Boss pedals at MSRA price around here, so it was like $2 or $3 for a pedal. So I'm like, I'm going to build this. And the teacher's like, if anyone would, it'd be you. I was like, right? Because that's one of the reasons I took the course was to learn how to be able to work on amps and pedals. That didn't work out, folks. I didn't turn into Jim. I turned into me. But I could at least, work on a guitar and stuff. And I got about 3/4 of the way through the build, but there was a handful of parts, including, go figure, the Bucket Brigade chip that was used in all 70s shit. I found a bunch of parts at school, but then I had to go to Radio Shack, and I was literally going through parts bins at the Radio Shack to find what he needed. I was like, holy fuck. And at that time, they weren't bringing in more components because they were phasing that out at that point.
They had, what they had, they had.
Yeah, what they had, they had. I was like, no! And I still got a passing grade, even though I didn't prove functionality because I'm like, I can't get the parts. He's like, I knew you couldn't. I knew this wasn't going to work out from day one because I knew you couldn't get this. I'm like, because it was hilarious watching you literally. I went to the electronics clearance place on Queen Street in Toronto, which a handful of people know, big electronics warehouse, which may or may not have turned into the Steve's Music their last location on Queen.
Well, the thing is, you put in all the work. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a big old hardware store that's, multi-floor, except it was electronics. So, yeah. It was, But, yeah, and he just thought it was hilarious, the futility of it all, because he's like, yeah, I knew you weren't going to fix it. Damn. Brian could do it now because of eBay and stuff. You could source out those rare parts.
You could find it now, yeah.
Yeah, nothing like reading resistors. Like, here's a shoebox of loose resistors, Charles, and a code reader. So you're like, what do I need? Orange, red, yellow, blue. Orange, red, yellow, orange, red, yellow. And fuck. Yeah. That was high school.
Mm-hmm.
Great class, though. It's one of the first things I learned how to do was solder. I'm like, hey, I can fix patch cables now. And you're just like, yeah, you can. Yay!
Worked out in the end then.
It did, actually. All my patch cables eventually kept getting shorter. You just find where the break is, cut it off, and that's where you put the jack. Probably Paint Namer. Would not doubt. I wonder what he's up to. I haven't seen him in years.
I think you just wanted to see you work for it.
I don't have it, Billy. I don't even know what happened. I think I left it at the school at the end of the year.
Disassembled back into its parts.
Not even. No, yeah, it was still on breadboard face. Yeah, so actually you're right, Trev. Because I never got to put, because it was to the point where I was going to have to make the circuit board and everything. Like you run all the circuits, put in the acid dip to create the circuit board, and drill all the holes for the components. I took electrical too. I didn't cause a fire though. Same teacher, same classroom. I thought, why not? I'll take electrical.
Make a lamp.
Yeah, I didn't even bother. We just had like a bunch of like framing, but they did kind of a zigzag, so you have all these partial walls, and you basically wired up an outlet, you wired up a light socket and a light switch.
3-way switch.
Yeah. And then drafting, took a lot of drafting because they did shop classes for half credits, so it was only for half a semester, and then it was always combined with something else for the first at least 2 years, possibly 3 years, 2 years anyways. And everything I wanted to do was always paired with drafting. I'm like, I don't want to take drafting.
It was all right. I didn't mind drafting. But that was just part of the whole graphics bundle, which included the photography, the California case, made a rubber stamp, developing black and white film.
The worst part was, I remember that year drafting and art in the same semester. So I had like a whole fucking pencil case full of pencils because I had all my drafting pencils that didn't smear at all and all the art pencils that did smear all everywhere.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was weird. But small engine repair was fun. Auto repair was fun.
I don't know how to clean a carburetor.
Grade 12 auto shop, literally myself and my buddy that still works on my stuff, the two of us replaced the motor in a teacher's car. That was half a semester to an engine swap. And we were rushing because he wanted to pick it up for Christmas holidays. And we came in from Christmas holidays. He's like, thanks for not hooking up my fucking transmission lines. What? It was like, we weren't done yet. Like, he's like, no, because he saw like bits and bobs around the top. He's like, yeah, I finished all that, but underneath you didn't hook up. We're like, we didn't have a checklist. Like, we were just going at it. Plus, we're two students in a high school that you got an engine swap for free. And then they decided that year, up in the mezzanine, there was like tons of old car parts and stuff, greasy cylinder heads and disassembled engine blocks and stuff. And the teacher's like, all right, bunch of shit's going to scrap. Anybody want any of this? And 3 of us, we'll take it all. Because we looked at scrap value, but we went through all the cylinder heads. Well, ooh, small block Chevy heads. Yay. Boom, boom, boom. Selling all the stock car guys and made a killing. Nice. I worked on the stock car in the auto shop too. What are you guys working on? Stock car. Cool.
Well, Arf, there are a few projects. Let's see. We're finishing up this one, which is down to final wiring. And
why can I not? Thank you. Oh yeah, it's the little man button. Fuck it. I always forget.
And so there's custom paint work going on onto the control knobs.
You can hear Lee Greenwood when you hold it up and everything.
Yeah. And then we've got the Charles Green Poison guitar, and after that there is a pirate skeleton themed Junior, and then there's the remake of the Randy Crooks Telecaster.
Mm-hmm.
And
whatever Bo decides to say.
And then I'm doing a bass for Martin if I can find the right fabric.
Right.
So.
And there's an Explorer-shaped object possibly in the works.
There is an Explorer that is on tap to go in. Like I said earlier, the Warlock-shaped object has clear on it, and gonna get another round of clear.
My favorite video. The best thing about this fabric is it doesn't matter which way you put it on.
Apparently you did.
And then that looking at fuck.
Thank you much.
Yeah, that was like literally. You could do it at this point. This is where karma kicked in because the fact that you were just talking away on the subject and.
What the worst thing was that piece of fabric that I took off, I ended up having to reuse, and which is where a lot of the other problems came in because that fabric is so discontinued.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was so discontinued that usually, even after it's discontinued, you can find it somewhere, but nowhere.
Ooh, good question. What fabric weight do you use, or does it matter? Is that we're talking thread count?
It doesn't really matter, but what you want to stay with is a cotton type fabric. You don't really want to go the polyester route because it's going to do all kinds of weird things with the other chemicals you're putting on it. Fleece is not a good idea.
All those little government.
Could just imagine.
Yeah, fleece does not work. I was just thinking like you use some like rayon or something. You don't realize like because it's a chemical base that when you go to shoot and be like you shoot it and it just disappears like like film under heat would just like whoa what the fuck it's just, she gone. I'm looking at bare wood. I
mean the thinner the fabric is the easier it is to work with, and and the one thing I found out with doing the Motley Crue guitar, t-shirt fabric can be really nice to work with, but you can only pull it so far before it's see-through.
Yes. Flannel. Oof.
You
corduroy.
could
The corduroy caster. Yes.
You could do it, but
you couldn't seal it. You'd want to have it just as literally just fabric as fabric, like
with a little pickpocket.
Like I want to be able to feel it. So it'd be like if you did like a suede wrap, where then you can brush it a certain way. So there we go. Yeah. Like the mohair ones that ZZ Top guys had.
That's right.
All the fur. You said white fabrics will yellow over time?
Well, white fabrics, white fabrics are going to yellow once you get the glue underneath them because your glue's yellow. And so they're going to antique out a little bit. But if you get a white that is the fabric's a little thicker, then it won't do it as much.
What if you use the really white glue?
If you use the really white glue, then you're still going to get a little bit of yellowing, I think. And so if you don't want it to get that kind of antique look in the white, then stay away from something that is solid white.
How many thongs would it take to fabric wrap a Telecaster?
Depends on the size.
That's what I was waiting for. What do you got in a 5X thong? Nothing. Do you think hemp would work well?
Well, anything you add, the thing to think about with, corduroy hemp, any of those things, anything that's got a texture to it, once you seal it, if you're just using a sanding sealer and then spraying clear on, you're going to keep all the waves and everything else in it.
I wear hemp pants that were like jeans.
Pretty much like cotton.
They felt just like regular jeans.
Right. But
then you had a hemp t-shirt that was just as soft as a t-shirt, but then I've had other hemp clothes that felt like...
It's a looser weave, though, and you may see more of that. Like, there's some fabrics where you can really see the threads in it if you do it right. But if the weave is too big, then you're going to have variations, in the surface. Right. And so that's why a lot of people ask, well, are you using...
how is that not a thing for your branding?
Charles merch shirt guitar.
Right? Strategically placed logo on front and back.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'm surprised you don't as a wall hanger. That's advertised and when at work.
I think that's an actual ask I have from Ed. And he's like, oh, put my logo on a shirt and then put that on a guitar. No, okay.
Just squeeze that in.
Told you create a monster. Hey, for the love of guitars.
Like I said, Michael Krause, it's going to take all the same color. It's not going to stay a brilliant white. But if you can get a white glue, then you can do that. Now, there is a way you can get around that. You could use a contact spray, right? You can do a contact spray that down so it won't color it. It's just a different way of attaching the fabric.
See, it'd be cool if you could do the turtleneck around the neck.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that, but it feels kind of bulky heel effect. Have you snagged the URL for Dr. Fabric?
About to reach around on that.
I don't think he needs to, because Charles has enough just on word of mouth advertising for work. I don't think he needs to have a website and stuff. Oh, it'd be cool. He's got the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Hey, Keith, how you doing there? I've been hiding.
Witness relocation thing. What? No. But now the statute of limitations are word. No. And now he's back. No. That they're all emailing and tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are deals going on.
Pack it like the most precious egg ever for shipping.
It'll show up in a box.
Yeah, the box is like the size. It's got basketball in it. Nope, just one tube.
Bunch of nesting boxes all wrapped in
Thank
gold.
you, Keith. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go a bit longer here, folks. It's great having Charles back for a hang.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Crack my back. I'm going to go shoot some demos of guitars tomorrow. Don't know what's going to be. See you, Randy. Hoping to snag a few more acoustics, because let's be honest, it's way easier to shoot acoustic demos.
Yeah, Michael Krause, yeah, definitely. Yeah, get a spray adhesive that's clear, and put that white fabric down. It'll work.
Yeah, make some. Scott brand used to. I know because the headliner, because I had a 80s.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same kind of stuff you'd use on a headliner.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Appreciate it.
Yeah, also let that cure when you do your headliner and don't go driving.
No.
It's not fun.
You gotta let stuff set up.
It was pungent and a bit of a nice buzz. I'm not gonna lie.
Appreciate that, Jason.
Agreed. Reminder, this coming Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, we have a Water Buffalo meeting for channel members and patrons of all levels.
It's 10 o'clock Pacific.
10 a.m. in the morning Pacific. Breakfast for Trev.
Yay.
Which is usually a liquid breakfast on a Saturday.
R.I.P. the espresso machine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, looks like my encoder for the motor's gone, so it's throwing error messages. Pulled it apart and cleaned it up, and it's still buggered. So I had to go old school. I got the old wood panel, pour over bun, glass pot.
Mm-hmm.
Got the grinder out. Make a pot of coffee. The old.
Oh, yeah, you can use those for coffee beans.
Well, I got it like a proper.
On Charles' face. It's like, what do you use it for? Weed?
Totally different kind of grinder. A real burr grinder. Sure.
Oh well.
Yeah. Dough. Says the drinker of the instant coffee in the household. Dough.
Well, he's been drinking the beans lately.
Oh. Much. Sorry, Trav, I don't have one of those laying around.
No, a Jura X9 encoder, it's called. They're about $140, so it's not complete write-off.
That's like 14 coffee machines for $140.
Well, Ken said yesterday, he's like, how much is one of those espresso machines worth? $500? It's about $3,500, probably close to $4,000 these days, I would think. what? You know how many guitars that is?
Right? That's I was just like, what?
Well, I
Like a
didn't,
Friedman
I
head.
didn't exactly pay list price. I resurrected this from the dead already.
Right.
I think we've seen this one before.
But would it work? As
That idea's been floated before, I think,
right.
by that same fella.
Not that he's a fuzz junkie.
Not at all.
I'm still on the instant coffee for now.
I can't do the instant coffee is like a last resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, at
Some
that
of us
point,
have Gibson tastes and glary budgets, Charles, so we make sacrifices.
No, I get that. I get that.
small coffee at McDonald's is $1. I mean, it's pretty hard not to justify it. Getting up and doing a pinch. I did that on Friday morning before I got the backup machine out. Oh, it's $1 to get that in my pocket. Real money.
Then I kick on the Charles and he gets fuzzy.
Yeah, with the jams.
Ooh! I just see it. We have your head on it, Charles, but it just lights up your beard. It's fuzzy.
No.
Or it somehow changes, like, it has a photo cell thing and it changes from like clean shaven to bearded. And the fuzz engages. What's up, neighbor?
Oh, fiber optic beards.
Ooh, wow. Hardcore. Pan roasting unroasted green coffee beans once a week at home for a while now.
Nice.
I don't have that kind of time.
It's more dedicated. You know, I'll get my coffee beans and I grind them and then I percolate them. Percolate the coffee.
Right? This is what, due to lifestyle choices, I come up with these type of ideas. Usually it happens around 11:40 in the evening when I am all kinds of sideways. Ooh, I could get a pour over. What's up, Miggy? Great to see you here. Yes. Or you can have it like the way my compressor is, where the LED reacts as you're playing.
Exactly.
The beer gets longer, the more hairy sounding it gets, like the bias.
The color changes.
It is, the longer the beard is. So you want full spitty, you got Treb's beard. You know,
I like this idea.
It's just a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. I like this
Yeah,
idea.
look for the clipping. Right. Now I'm thinking I might have to get a pour over set up.
Needs more beard.
Dang it. Why am I thinking about coffee now? Thanks, folks. This is the coffee portion.
The coffee portion of the show.
Which doesn't usually happen, but it is tonight. I just realized as the space heater kicked in, I can turn that down. Aha. We have taken the chill off the room. So it was 64 in here when I came in. Well, actually 63. It's now 69.6. Fine.
It turns all the amps for heat.
That's what you should do on Mondays. Turn on the space heater, half hour before the show, turn on the amps. It helps. I don't know how much, but it helps.
So what are you looking at for that album covers tomorrow? You got a good lineup?
Do I ever not? You know what the sad or the scary part is? We have a backup plan now, Charles, that if this guy can't make the show, because it's hard to show off the albums, and flip back. I actually have a stack of albums over here. Physical stack of 10 albums to show off if needed. So that means we get front, back, track listings, all of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love it. You know what you're playing tomorrow? Which guitar?
Hell no. Oh, yes, actually, I do. The freshly strung Mockingbird, perhaps.
Figured.
See, Arf.
Yeah, it's been a while since that's made an appearance.
I realized that when I was like, "Oh, I should restring a guitar." Which one? And it's going. It's been a few years. And the Kramer next to it's going, "Yeah, me too." And I'm like, "Yeah, you get a Floyd Rose. I don't feel like doing that today." Top Wrap hardtail it is. And someone said to me, "You really should never top wrap a BC Rich." And I'm like, "That's all the more reason to top wrap a BC Rich."
Can't tell me not to do something.
Yeah, don't tell me not to do something.
It looks silly on those. All the more reason to do it. Yeah. Although I didn't realize, I had a guy comment on a video the other day because it was titled a restring video, and literally I edited out the restring. Like, usually I'll do one or two strings and then stop it. But I was like, okay, we got the fretboard all fresh, so let's get the strings on it. And it was like, boop. And then, okay, strings are on. Let's check the intonation. And the guy's like, you literally didn't show the restring in a restring video. I'm like, no. And I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, fuck me. That's true. Damn.
So you changed the title.
Yeah, I just changed it to setup. Gets a setup. Yeah. Oops. But it feels kind of redundant at times. Like, I'm sure it's to say, like, you're doing, in a way, you're doing the same videos all over and over again in one way, but it's different. It seems like, restringing with a Tune-o-matic. All right, well, if it's a Les Paul, the Mockingbird, Gretsch, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. But
when you have the following you do, it's like, okay, I haven't seen that one in a while. Yeah, let's watch that.
Like the Gretsch with the wound G. Ooh, let's go back to, because I had a wound G when I first got it.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing it out there. Zach Thong's been enjoying the Fender Tone Master Deluxe Reverb when you play on shows like the OU Crew or GTU or Puppy Badass. That's the amp he's going through.
There you go.
Well, Zach.
Nice. Yeah, Keith's saying, my electric strings don't get nearly as much love as the restrings my acoustics. I got to put the acoustic on the back. I might just go ahead and get that done in the next week or two, Trev. Same as yours. Bite the bullet. But my acoustic's a case queen, so the strings, like, I literally strung it 8 years ago, and they're still pretty new. So, or pretty fresh, just because I never play it. But I do want to put the coated strings on, which may be the last set of strings that are put on it until it goes in for restoration, whenever that is, which is after I sell the car, because that'll give me the money to send the guitar off to get neck reset, cracked, repair, bridge replaced. What else? I don't think it needs a refret. Well, I think that's all of it. But basically a full restoration.
Yeah.
But it is a 54-year-old guitar.
Of course.
Not that it really needs a neck reset yet. It's just, once you get up around the 7th fret, it starts getting a little high. And
Well,
for those that say, hey, why don't you just crank on the truss rod? That'll, pull it into a back bow. Well, I would, but it doesn't have a truss rod. So...
Well, and if you're gonna get the crack taken care of, you're there. You might as well.
All right. Here, fun fact: we got 49 people watching. For our acoustic aficionados, what decade did Martin start installing truss rods in their production guitars? Because I thought I should clarify for those who didn't know, the acoustic I'm talking about that doesn't have a truss rod is a Martin guitar. Which I kind of gave it away, the answer right there, in a way. We'll see. Who's paying attention?
Well, that would be. I'm very cool. I agree.
Close, Jim. Ooh, I like dropping knowledge near the end of a show. Never.
Thanks, Rob.
Never. Still to this day, they refuse to put a truss rod in.
Never.
See you, Rob.
Have a good one.
Cheers, man.
Not the 30s. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you.
Your brother?
It's back because we're all kicking ourselves like we should know this. Thank you, Ryan.
Give it a little bit longer here.
So you're just going to have to drop the knowledge.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it seems like the chat's ground to a halt as we're going. This would be the 1980s. I want to say around 83, 84.
Wow, that just feels really late to.
Right? But
Yeah.
there is steel rods embedded in that. You know, sort of like Ibanez do the carbon fiber rods.
Right,
and then
yeah.
Mhm.
Similar idea, but they would do 2 steel rods, I believe.
Thinking that would keep
Just
them
one.
straight.
Like it could be similar to I can't remember the Chicago builds, like a K or Kent that would have like basically a T-shaped piece of steel embedded into the neck.
Mm-hmm.
It's an I-beam with one of the off, and then yeah. So they just cut a very narrow channel and then countersink it ever so slightly. Yeah, it is nuts. But yeah, I think 1 or 2 steel rods in the neck to keep it from moving, because they're like, we use choice woods, and the way we set up these guitars, you don't need to adjust the neck. I'm like, I live in a place that has several seats. I'm like, you're building them in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. You're not building them, in California where the climate's the same year round.
Right.
Harmony. Thank you, Matt. Harmony.
The more you know.
Boosh. Right.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah, because I
stop.
remember hearing something on that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, I think it was Dave Nesdall told me that they didn't start playing until the '80s." I'm like, "No way!" So pull it, the accuser, pull it. I'm looking, it's like, "I'll be damned, there is no trust rod." I'm like, it'll be right there, and it's not right there.
Well, that's another strange thing with this Galveston Telecaster that I'm doing for Ed.
Mm-hmm.
I says, I must have said, I thought to myself, I must have covered over the headstock, the truss rod cover really good because I can't make it out. Well, no, there is no truss rod hole in the headstock. It is it's in the butt, in the heel of the neck.
That's annoying.
It's like, considering when this thing was made, really?
Exactly.
And
you can do it if you do it the wheel style, like
yeah.
Smoke wheel.
No, I think it's a if I remember right, it is a I think a Phillips head.
It's actually a big slot head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can put it either or. That's like an old Fender style truss rod. That's what my vintage tellies have. It's a fucking pain in the neck. You all see those pinball guitars by Kythera? I'm not familiar.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do. But that's still a hassle then, just merely getting in there. Literally pain in the neck. See what Darren did there?
Yeah.
What's up, Darren? Good to see you, my friend. Now, that guy knows, for those who don't know, Charles, the guy kind of works on guitars for a living. I'm going to say, I can't remember. I want to say Saskatoon. Like, if you need a guitar tech and you're in Saskatoon area, you contact Darren.
Cool.
I could be wrong. He's like, it's Regina, motherfucker. I'm like, well, now I'm double guessing that because everyone lives in one of two towns.
There's only one other place in Saskatchewan. That'd be Moose Jaw, right?
Moose Jaw.
No, there's three big
towns, but I guess, I suppose. I don't know.
Peapod.
I don't have to say it if he already knows it, Charles.
Yep.
You don't know. You know what the part is deserved? Because Dane Electros, their necks flop around as much as they do seasonally. So you have that off all the time. And then it's such cheap wood that unscrewing and rescrewing the neck repeatedly just hogs at those holes more and more. It's a city that rhymes with fun.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Charles. The city that rhymes with fun. That would be Regina.
It's not Moose Jaw.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's the same, Keith. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. And in today's day and age, can we not just put two-way truss rods in everything?
You would think.
Yeah. It should be.
Right? Using playfields that are flawed and can't be put in machines. Oh. So it's not an arch top. It would definitely be a flat top. Pinball playing field. It kind of needs to be flat. Unless you got ramps.
Sometimes you just say, screw it, I'll play it in a few months.
That's what I'd say about my Wolfgang.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Burton Cummings lives in Moose Jaw.
Mm.
Walking in, oh, don't mind me. I was like, hate being singled out as a celebrity. Why? Because you're the only celebrity in Moose Jaw. Other than the junior hockey players, I guess, that would be currently playing there.
There's a park and a school named after him for sure.
Right. Opened a theater in Winnipeg recently, I thought. Actually. Facts, right? Not that Burton Cummings was a pretentious douche for a number of years. He was. How do I know this? Knew a guy worked security for him at the airport. Basically, he just showed up just for me walking through the airport to get from plane to car. Because, back in the day, there wasn't the level of security, so you could show up at the arrival gate, And he would only autograph for women if he signed their tits. I'm like, that's a douche move. Cool, but douchey. Even as a kid in the 80s, I was just like, that's kind of a douche move.
Yeah.
But then again, cocaine. So there's that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my.
It's the 80s. He had that American woman money since the 60s.
There you go.
Nice. Misa's been playing pinball.
Yeah.
I used to play Pinbot. Holy shit. I remember
Pinbot was a good one. I also liked Funhouse. That was another good one.
Comet. I played Comet Roller Coaster 1 a lot in high school. I think Pinbot replaced Comet.
Pinbot was cool.
Of course, the guy would come in and set them up every couple of weeks, Charles. They leave. The first thing I do is tell two guys, lift up the front and screw down their legs, just make it a little longer. There we go. Then you get it a little too close, too level, and then because it'd have that, bang, and you win a free game as soon as it's person come in, what are you doing, Rick? I'm like, no, that's what it does. But then you'd hit it, and we damn near shattered the glass once because it was too flat, and the ball was hitting the glass underneath. I'm like, woo, okay. Now this is the pinball portion of the show. Great thing about that was we could bet on a game, for one quarter because you would each use one ball and high score.
Yeah.
Let alone playing each other, like overall, we do that too.
Yeah, the pinball game at the pub was set up pretty loose too. You could lean into it pretty good without it tilting.
Sneeze. Remember the arcade we had growing up? They had the Kiss one. I used to play the Kiss machine.
They have there's an arcade here called Pinballs, and it's all pinball machines and old 80s games, you know.
Right on.
That's a good way to bust out a roll of quarters.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than go to a movie for twice the money.
Oh, yeah. Movies suck. Man.
Especially if you buy fucking what he claims is a gram, but it's a 0.8, Trev, from the guy with the Iron Maiden backpack hanging out next to the cigarette machine.
Mm.
That was behind the pool table. You know, you go past the games, then there's the pool table, then the washrooms, but there's a cigarette machine across from the washrooms, even though there's no legal adults other than the guy running the place. It's all kids. It's like, why is there a cigarette machine in here? So kids can buy smokes. That's why.
I remember when cigarette machines were just everywhere.
Everywhere. Oh, yeah, the Happy Days machine. Used to play that one.
Mm-hmm.
True that. And the Evil Knievel. And the Playboy. Even though they're all basically the same layout, just different paint jobs. But you're like, it's just you're looking at half with his arm around two ladies, and they're dressed like in the one-piece bathing suit bunny costume, so it's not risque at all by today's standards. Wow, Glenn, you haven't gone to a movie since like the movie The Ice Storm or the big ice storm in the late 90s that fucked everything east of Kingston over for a while. I had the Journey video game for Atari. Journey Escape. It sucked. I just remember you'd hear Don't Stop Believing in 8-bit Nintendo type music, but not even. I'm like, oh, I got it for Christmas. I thought you would like this. It's music and a video game together. 8-year-old me, yay! I'm like, this game sucks.
There's a lot of things we look at with adult eyes a lot differently than when we were kids.
True that. Yeah, revisiting the album collection. I've been going through all my CDs to see which one skips, and I have to get replacements of, which we look at. But there's a few artists I'm like listening to. I'm like, get about 3 songs. I'm like, nope, I will never listen to them again. Now, I won't mention who because I don't want to ruffle feathers and break hearts and hurt feelings and stuff and lose subscribers. But there's a few popular artists that did not make the cut.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the actual life story. Yeah, I remember that. Because it was like for 2 or 3 years driving to the U.S. border because you used to drive next to it was this road. It was forest on both sides for like 10 minutes to get. And then there was no trees the next spring because every tree was broken in half from the ice storm. Because it was all the ice and then wind. So it was just like all just tree trunks snapping and.
Yeah, that's what happened to
I might be Bare Naked Lady CDs, Keith, or cassette because I had Gordon on cassette and CD. I know for sure the first album, but I'm pretty sure I had another CD of theirs as well. The only thing I found was their original demo on cassette, which was an EP the same on both sides of the cassette, and I have the cassette itself, but not the case for it. That's worth some serious bucks because that was literally handed out maybe 500 copies in and around Toronto. The ET video game is what killed the Atari company.
Pretty much.
Gordon is a fun listen. Like, who doesn't like hits like Be My Yoko Ono?
Yeah.
This is me in grade 9. Enid. Let's get out. Seth just posted a learning to paraglide video. It's like everyone is back tonight. Yay! Whoa. We hit the top of the hour, my friend.
It is that time.
You got the box set. Nice.
There you go.
Now I got my old apartment stuck in my head. This is our old. This is where we used to live. Like, wow, quality lyrics. Anyways, yes. So if you haven't already, check out Charles' channel. He's going to have some new content hopefully this month.
This month, yeah. 2 weeks ago.
For the show, he'll be starting putting out new content in the new year. He didn't say what part of the new year.
No, he did not.
Yeah,
I thought for sure. I thought for sure I was going to have a video out in February. I really did. It did not happen.
It didn't happen. Well, it's great to have you back, my friend. Of course, we'll definitely do it again. Maybe I'll have an updated thumbnail so you don't have your first fabric wrap build as the thumbnail. Nope, probably not. Man doesn't age, folks. I don't need to update it.
Well, thank you for having me on, and I really appreciate all the folks that reached out along the way to see how things were going, and all the welcome backs as I began coming back into stuff.
Yeah,
you meant a lot.
Well, we missed you. You know that. That's good. It's good to have you back. Back tomorrow night, Canucks with guitars. Oh, doing stuff, making noise, making racket. That's it. Mm-hmm. Dad, you say, you making racket tonight? Yes, Dad. I have band rehearsal. That's what I asked. You making racket tonight? It's all a bunch of racket, man. Goddamn garage racket. Mm-hmm. Too much gain. Yeah, I know. That's the way it is.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
I worked at a book bindery, and we got an order for 3 million ET coloring books. Do you know how long it takes to bind 3 million books? No doubt. And I can say sorry because I was one of those kids that had the ET coloring book. Because I think I was in grade 2 when ET came out, and I was big in ET. I had all kinds of ET stuff.
Mm-hmm. So. They oversaturated market with so much ET stuff.
They did.
And they had
I remember eating the cereal. Yeah. Remember when they do a dedicated cereal to tie in with something? Yep. That's impressive because you got to make a machine to make the little. Well, they did. It's just alphabets, and they just used E's and T's. Sort of like C-3POs. Ate those as well. Pac-Man cereal. Yep. I was a child of the 80s. Tell. There we go. So hold the line here, Charles. We'll talk off air as we will. Have a great night, everybody. Hold those doors open. Let Zong in ahead. Zach.
Zong?
Zach? Oh, it doesn't work anymore.
Call him Zong from now on. That's pretty catchy.
Mr. Zong, I presume. No.
Oh, my.
General Zong. That sounds like some super evil person in a Marvel. Right. General Zong.
Dog Brother Zong.
Right. Zong, Zod and Sons. It's a new law firm. The original space on the Death Star. I'm colliding Star Wars with the Superman universe, and yeah, he's like, and that we can't be friends if you do that. I know. All right. Be good to each other, folks. Happy tone chasing. Karma is real. Oh, don't I know it? And what's that? Oh yeah, don't litter.